Radha Shiva Sadguru Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Mukam Karoti Vachalam, Pangum Langaite Kirim, Yat Krupatam Vande, Shri Guru Dinatarine, Hare Krishna. So today we'll see verse number 73. So Krishna asked Arjuna that, have you heard this with attention, rapt attention? Is your ignorance and illusion gone now? Because Krishna told Arjuna to take a wise decision. Think completely, thoroughly, and then take decision. So let's see this verse where Arjuna actually almost concludes his understanding and his decision. Arjuna Vacha
Arjuna Vacha
Nashto Moha Smutir Labdva
Nasto Moha Smritir Labdva
Tvat Prasadat Maya Chuta
Tvat Prasadan Mayachyuta
Stito Asmi Gata Sandeha
Tito Asmi Gata Sandeha
Karishye Vachanam Tava.
Karishye Vachanam Tava.
So,
Arjuna Vacha Nasto Moha Smritir Labdha Tvat Prasadan Mayachyuta Stito Asmi Gata Sandeha Karishye Vachanam Tava.
Arjuna Vacha Nasto Moha Smritir Labdha Tvat Prasadan Mayachyuta Stito Asmi Kata Sandeha Karishye Vachanam Tava.
I pressed something. Wait. What happened? Press some button. Go back. What I pressed? Wait. Can somebody read translation and purport, please?
Arjuna said, My dear Krishna, O fallible one, my illusion is now gone. I have regained my memory by your mercy. I am now firm and free from doubt, and am prepared to act according to your instructions. Purport. The constitutional position of a living entity represented by Arjuna is that he has to act according to the order of the Supreme Lord. He is meant for self-discipline. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that the actual position of the living entity is that of eternal servant of the Supreme Lord. Forgetting this principle, the living entity becomes conditioned by material nature. But in serving the Supreme Lord, he becomes the liberated servant of God. The living entity's constitutional position is to be a servitor. He has to serve either the illusory Maya or the Supreme Lord. If he serves the Supreme Lord, he is in his normal condition. But if he prefers to serve the illusory external energy, then certainly he will be in bondage. In illusion, the living entity is serving in this material world. He is bound by his lust and desires, yet he thinks of himself as the master of the world. This is called illusion. When a person is liberated, his illusion is over, and he voluntarily surrenders unto the Supreme Lord to act according to his desires. The last illusion, the last snare of Maya to trap the living entity is the proportion that he is God. The living entity thinks that He is no longer a conditioned soul, but God. He is so unintelligent that he does not think that if he were God, then how could he be in doubt? That he does not consider. So that is the lost snare of illusion. Actually, to become free from the illusory energy is to understand Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and agree to act according to his order. The word moha is very important in this verse. Moha refers to that which is opposed to knowledge. Actually, real knowledge is the understanding that every living being is eternally a servitor of the Lord. But instead of thinking oneself in that position, the living entity thinks that he is not a servant, that he is the master of this material world, or he wants to lord it over the material nature. That is his illusion. This illusion can be overcome by the mercy of the Lord or by the mercy of a pure devotee. When that illusion is over, one agrees to act in Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness is acting according to Krishna's order. A conditioned soul, illusioned by the external energy of matter, does not know that the Supreme Lord is the Master, who is full of knowledge and who is the proprietor of everything. Whatever he desires, he can bestow upon his devotees. He is the friend of everyone, and he is especially inclined to his devotee. He is the controller of this material nature and of all living entities. He is also the controller of inexhaustible time, and he is full of all opulences and all potencies. The Supreme Personality of Godhead can even give himself to the devotee. One who does not know him is under the spell of illusion. He does not become a devotee, but a servitor of Maya. Arjuna, however, after hearing Bhagavad Gita from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, become free from all illusion. He could understand that Krishna was not only his friend, but the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And he understood Krishna factually. So to study Bhagavad Gita is to understand Krishna factually. When a person is in full knowledge, he naturally surrenders to Krishna. When Arjuna understood that it was Krishna's plan to reduce the unnecessary increase of population, he agreed to fight according to Krishna's desire. He again took up his weapons, his arrows and bow to fight under the order of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Hare Krishna.
Sorry. So thank you, Mataji. So this is the actually conclusion or how can we say the decision of Arjuna. What he will do. And here Arjuna says Tvat Prasada. Right? So he is not saying that because of my intelligence or because I deliberated on whatever you told me, I am clear now. No, he is still saying that because of your mercy, I understood what is to be done. And why? Because my illusion and ignorance is gone now. That what was the illusion? That he is supposed to kill his friends, relatives, everybody, and that is a problem. And better than fighting, he should do something else. So that was the illusion. So now Arjuna understood the real identity, his real identity and everyone's real identity. And so he is now ready to fight. That is his decision. And what he says, like, I am fixed now. I am fixed, like because why I am fixed? Because Sandeha, Gata Sandeha, because all my doubts are gone. And then I am fixed now. So here this Gata Sandhya also very important, right? When we are doubts of any action that we are doing, then we cannot fully commit to that action. So the doubts are the problem. So when you have doubts, it's better to get clarified the doubts, because you cannot do on your own, like like Arjuna asked Krishna what should he do, what is the best way, what is the best solution. He asked Krishna, and then he took the decision. So when we have doubts and we are not clear, we should ask our spiritual master, ask the senior devotees, others who have the experience, and then take the decision. So by this, our doubts will be gone, and then we can commit to something. We can commit to the activity or the action fully. And to do anything fruitful or anything uh, as expected or have a proper result, you should be 100% committed to that activity. So now Arjuna is saying that I am firmly fixed and I'm committed. I'm ready to fight now. And his illusion is gone. So this illusion is the problem. When we say illusion or ignorance, it's a problem that keeps us away from the reality, and then we cannot take the proper decisions or proper actions also. So it's very important that we study Bhagavad Gita, or we study all other spiritual literatures, so that our doubts will be gone, and we should be clear what I am doing. So when we start practicing spiritual life or devotional service, we should be very clear of our goal, what we want to do, what we want to achieve. When that clarity is there, then the other doubts will be automatically gone. But when we ourselves are not clear what is to be done, then there is problem, right? So we cannot commit, and then we cannot execute the activity properly. So Arjuna and Krishna's uh, talk, or this conversation, is actually example how we should be taking decisions which are very important, not only for ourselves but from shastric point of view also. We should be very diligent. There may be some delay in taking the decisions. Okay, like so, Krishna is giving Arjuna the knowledge. He told what is his duty, and based on Krishna's understanding, what is the best thing. Everything he told. So, may Bhagavad Gita, I read that it was spoken in 18 minutes, right? 18 to 20 minutes. So the start of the war may be delayed by some time. But the most important thing is Arjuna's doubts were the problem. So he wanted to remove his doubts before going into the action. And also he want to take the correct decision. So when we have to take correct decisions, we have to actually do some endeavor. It takes some time. It may take some extra efforts to understand what is the best way to do. So, but to do a correct thing by correct direction, we have to do that extra efforts and spend time to understand the Shastra, and then take the decisions. And so sometimes our decision making is too quick. And afterwards we think, oh my God, I should not have done. Or at least we realize that I decided too early. I should have taken some time. So when we are taking some key decisions, it's better to take our time before concluding the things, so that we can commit to the work. And when the commitment and seriousness and sincerity is there for the action, then actually the results will come. Yeah. So Arjuna now is saying, I am ready to fight. Now my doubts are gone. I am fixed in my decision. So this is actually how we can say almost the end of conversation. And now actually Arjuna goes into the action mode after hearing and conversing. And this, who is observing this? Sanjay is observing all these things, right? And he is explaining it to Dhritarashtra. So the Bhagavad Gita started with Sanjay Uvacha, right? To Dhritarashtra Uvacha, what my sons and sons of Pandu are doing. So now the conclusion should be on the same conversation, right? That's how the Shastra works, right? The beginning and the end of the Shastra or the scripture is around the same conversation or same line of thought. So if Dhritarashtra said, the end will be with the Dhritarashtra and Sanjay. So now, next verse is Sanjay will tell Dhritarashtra what's going on the battlefield. And he will also give his advice, not directly but indirectly. So we'll see those verses from tomorrow. So it's like almost, now we are into 74, right? So only 5 to 6 verses are remaining. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for joining today also. Thank you. Any doubts, any questions, any reflections? Okay, Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, thank you.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hare
Hare
Krishna.